YouTube. Hello, how are we all? This is my second attempt this evening. Today is Thursday, the 10th of August 2017. My name's Jan Silver for anybody that's just joined me or joined my channel, and I've been video logging my journey to and beyond a gastric bypass, which I had at the Berkshire Independent. Shut up, Howard. At the Berkshire Independent 21 weeks and 1 day ago. I have lost 4 stone and 11 pounds since my highest recorded weight back in December 2016. So all in all, doing really well. I've had a really super day today. I had a couple of girls that I've met through this weight loss surgery channel come for lunch to my house, and we've had a really good few hours chin wagging, putting the world to rights like you do. And it just kind of makes you realize how important support is in all aspects. You know, I've met a lot of people now through this channel, through Instagram or whatever, and we had a meetup in Leatherhead, and we've got another one on Sunday. And it's just, to me, it's really important to be there, to be able to be there and support each other through the highs and the lows of this journey, because it's not always an easy journey. It can be really tough, and I think if we didn't have this support, it would be a really lonely journey. And we discussed all of this today, me, Rachel and Jane, and you know, I'm really grateful that I've got them to be able to share with, and other people. You know, we've got WhatsApp groups going on now, as well as Instagram and Facebook. I don't post so much on Facebook. I think that's a big entity, isn't it? Whereas Instagram, I think if you keep your circle slightly smaller, it can be a little bit more intimate. And intimate, that's probably not the right word, is it? It can be a little bit more personal rather than huge and worldwide. So anyway, I'm really grateful for all of you that are following my journey or have followed my journey so far. Your comments and questions are really important to me, so thank you for that. So today, another girl that I met through this social media platform, Kelly, you know who you are. She's only a few days out of surgery, and we had a phone conversation today, which was really lovely and uplifting, and she's doing super well. But it did make me kind of laugh, because it made me laugh when I was thinking about what we're talking about. Bearing in mind, I've met this girl once before, face to face. And yet, on a phone conversation, for the first time ever, I'm able to say, "How are you, Kelly? How's surgery? Good. Have you had a poo yet? Have you been farting?" You know, and you're just like, if anybody was listening to us that didn't understand we were talking bariatric terms, people would think, what the fucking hell is she asking her that for? But it's such a part and parcel of this journey. You know, you think you're having your stomach tampered with, which will affect the way that you eat, which obviously affects the way it digests, and then it obviously affects the way it comes out in wind or poo. Sorry, not sorry. And it was making me think that, you know, even with Rachel and stuff today, you know, you do end up talking about poo, and you end up talking about things that perhaps other people, if I was in a sewing group, you wouldn't talk about that. If I was in a knitting group, you wouldn't talk about that. You know, so it just kind of makes me chuckle. My husband has to put up with that kind of talk from me all the time, has done for 17 years. So sorry, not sorry. So for me, it's quite refreshing. Paul Howard doesn't have to listen about my poo talk all the time. It's other people now, which is winner. So no, it just kind of made me chuckle today, and I'm glad Kelly's doing really well. And I won't tell you whether she's pooed and farted. That's not for me to discuss, is it? That's for her to talk about. But hopefully she'll get some videos up soon. If you're feeling that well, you can do a little vid, put it up there on Facebook. So yeah, had a really lovely day. Jane and Rachel came. I did an omelette. Rachel's still on her mush because she's still early days, but they're both doing fantastic. Jane's pre-op and waiting for surgery. In fact, she texted me this afternoon, and she's just got a letter inviting her to some group sessions of therapy, which again, I think I've talked about a little bit on this channel, is that You know, Jane's going through the NHS. A lot of people go through the NHS for this bariatric surgery, and lucky for them, they get support groups offered. They get to go on group sessions for therapy, for psychiatric evaluation, and I think that's a really good thing. And the reason I do this YouTube and I have met so many people is because I'm lacking in that. When you go through the private sector, you don't get that support network, or we don't anyway, from the Berkshire Independent. So I've tended to try and put it out there myself, and I've got a support network now, which is wonderful, but not through any other means. That's through me putting it out there and actually saying, let's meet, let's support each other through this, which is really important. Everybody needs a support network. So yeah, that's been really, really lovely today. So Jane's good, Rachel's really good. She's 4 weeks post-op, and considering all that went wrong during her operation and how long it took, she's doing fantastic. She's having a little bit of a stall, but Rachel, you know what you need to do. Drink, drink, drink. Well, wine or water. No, I'm joking. Just drink your squash. I am having a little glass of wine. See, I don't hide it. And it's funny, actually, because Rachel was asking me today how much I actually drank. And I suppose for somebody that drinks as well, it would be an interesting thing. It would be interesting to find out. I'm drinking so minimal compared to what I was drinking prior to surgery that it's not even an issue. I try not to drink Monday to Friday, although, however, today is Thursday and I'm having a glass of wine, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Some of you guys would be having some sweets or some sweets to fill your sweet tooth. I'm going to have a drink because that's what I see that as my treat, I guess. Anyway, I'm not going to explain it because that's me. And yeah, Rachel's doing really well. I'm super excited about Sunday. Quite a few of our people that we met last time can't make it, which is a real sad shame, but I'm looking forward to meeting new people again. And Mandy will be coming on Sunday, who couldn't make it today, sadly. Missed you today, Mans, obviously. We were all wondering how you are, and I'm looking forward to catching up with you on Sunday. So yeah, that's me. That's about me. My husband and I are off to Herefordshire on tomorrow with Aggie. We're going to take the motor home to, it's near Wales. It's not quite Wales. It's near Wales, but there's a beautiful cathedral in the town, and there is I'm just wondering what my husband is doing. I think he's going to come and photobomb me. I'll get him before he gets me. And there is a gin distillery. I turned it. I knew you were going to do that. There is a gin distillery there, which is Chase Gin, it is the orange one, isn't it?
It is, yes.
It's an orangey marmalade gin, which is absolutely delicious. My husband's a bit of a collector of gin, and gin and empty bottles. No, I'm joking. So yeah, that's really, really exciting for this weekend. So we'll drive up there tomorrow afternoon, and on Saturday we'll probably get on some public transport and go into the city. We will be, anyone who watches English comedy, we will be the bus wankers. We're going to sit on the bus. What is it? In-betweeners. If you've watched the In-betweeners, you would know what the bus wankers are. Anyway, enough of my swear words. That's my plans this weekend, and obviously then meeting some wonderful people on Sunday at the Star at Malden Rushet. Pop over to my Instagram if you want details of the meetup, which is this Sunday at 12 o'clock, the Star at Malden Rushet, which is in Leatherhead, just off the M25. So if you fancy coming along and joining us, please do. I shall say my goodbyes now because I think my son and his girlfriend have just walked in the room. So if you haven't already, click like and subscribe. Thank you very much for following. And if you've got any questions or anything, just put them in the comments below, and I will chat to you all again tomorrow. Bye.